After the ball is over, after the skein is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody and welcome to the PHN Fun Woman Cave. It is Monday, February 13th, 2017, not Wednesday the 15th. We are recording a couple days early because we have scheduling conflicts, so we are here early.
Indeed.
This is episode 246 and we want to welcome you all to the Fun Woman Cave. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
Welcome aboard. We want to welcome all new and returning viewers. Thank you for joining us. If you are returning, we're glad that you've come back. If you are new, we're glad to have you with us, and we hope you find something that will keep you coming back. If you're in the shadows, new or returning, we hope that you will come out of the shadows and join us officially so you can be eligible for prizes and giveaways and such. And we hope that if you're watching us on YouTube that you press the subscribe button so that we know you're there. It also makes us more visible to people who might want to find us for whatever reason, looking for a knitting and crocheting podcast. So,
Or they're just creepers, or...
No.
You said for whatever reason.
No. We do have a new viewer who did come in officially, and I love her name. It's Knit1Pug2, and that's Krista. Welcome, Krista.
Welcome.
Yes, we seem to have a lot of pug lovers. I love pugs. They're adorable. So, glad to have you with us.
Particularly Laura's little black pug.
Little Iglet. It's Iggy now, but Iglet. Okay. Yes, we are referring to Spinning Laura, who is Laura Smoot. She has two pugs, but she has a little black one that's absolutely adorable. And its name is Iggy, but she calls it Iglet when it was a baby, and that's what I call it, Iglet. So, it's adorable. Okay. What are you drinking?
I am drinking some Plum Deluxe. This is actually new one. I haven't had a taste of it yet. Celebration Darjeeling tea. And it's got Darjeeling, green tea, rose hips, strawberry extract, champagne grape extract, love, gratitude, and caffeine.
Cool.
So let me take a sip. Because this is a new one for me.
And I shut down when she started talking. I don't even remember what she said was in it, so...
Well, good. That means you'll be that much more surprised when you take a sip. That's good. It's a gentle taste.
I like the way it smells. It is very gentle taste.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me when we were kids. When I was a kid.
I was going to say when we were kids, huh?
Well, it just puts me in mind of a drink I used to have as a kid. So it was fun. Very nice. I am having my chai tea because that's what I want, because I'm kind of having trouble staying awake. I just got back from adoration. And I think having lunch, especially a carb-heavy lunch, my husband had made pot pie for my birthday, and we had an extra one, so we had that for dinner today. We have dinner at lunch, and that's got kind of heavy on the carbs, and I think it makes me sleepy, and the chapel's warm, so, and quiet. I hope my chai tea and my Team Owl mug will help me to stay awake, and I will show you York on the front. And if you've been watching the last few weeks, you know that Davina gave me this for Christmas. And the pattern is Talia's. And I'm definitely Team Owl. Even though I love my Team Tortoise, I am Team Owl.
I have the first original 7 toy patterns of mine on here.
The Justice League of the toys.
Yes. The 2 cardinals, Oops, Timmy, and the 2 cats who I can't quite turn it. There's a Covey.
Kobe and Selena.
And Selena's off to the edge. So
Okay, we do have promotions. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the cows that are going on so you can have the opportunity to win prizes for all those things that you're doing. Not that you need a reason to knit or crochet or craft, but it's always nice to have
incentive.
the chance to win a prize. The first one is It's Turtle Time Challenge Cal, a Crocheting Whovian on her A Crocheting Whovian podcast. I think it's Crocheting Whovian on her A Crocheting Whovian podcast. That's Laura Concert. And she, that is Turtles and Tortoises, Timmy and Biddy. And if you do a certain number and you have the opportunity to win a pattern, and if you do 5 or more, you have a chance at a bigger prize. And it's 1 whip per project per week. The patterns are the Biddy the Bashful Baby Turtle and Timmy the Timid Turtle. And Laura is amazing because
Yes,
she
is.
has done like 45 turtles or something.
Yes, between the two
Between the
patterns.
two patterns. I mean, absolutely
And
amazing.
I mean,
And she's
Biddy
tiny.
hasn't even been out a year yet, I don't think.
I think fully a half or 2/3 of those patterns are probably Laura's. And I don't think she's got all of them up yet.
Projects, yeah.
She needs to put them all up.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would totally
That would blow it out
that
of
would
the
double
water.
my numbers.
Yeah, she's. Thank you very much, Laura,
Thank you.
for all that you do to promote Ty's patterns, particularly the turtle patterns.
Yes.
Okay, Undead Yarn designer along. That's Heidi from Undead Yarn, and we had the January one was Ty's patterns. February, March is Susanna IC patterns, and she's got some beautiful shawls and some other accessories, hats and things. I think she might even have a sweater or two, but she seems to be predominantly shawls. I'm sitting this one out because I have too many things on the needles. I will be cheerleading, but Susanna has some wonderful patterns. I do have some on my queue already, and I had some on before I realized who she was. She's a new to me designer, and she's very prolific. She's very talented. She has been in magazines like Interweave and things like that. So, check that out.
Yeah, she's a serious designer.
Yes, as opposed to a non-serious one, right? No.
Well, there's certain people that I consider myself like an indie designer. I'm not in any books. I'm not in,
Yep. Give it time.
And then there's people like her who are Interweave and
Crochet and all that kind of stuff.
big time designer.
Yeah. Anyway, she's very good. She looks very good, and that looks like a lot of fun. And Heidi is the Undead Yarn podcast. If you haven't checked her out yet, you should. She's very fun to watch, and she's also very inspirational and instructional. And she's very approachable. So both she and Laura have podcasts that are very fun to watch, worth watching. Okay, and then this is another one of Laura Concert's. It's the Me, Myself, and I Cal, and that has been going since January 8th and will be running until April 1st. She's accepting whips, 1 whip per project per week, and VFO whenever.
Rule thief.
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Projects can be started any time but must be worked during the time frame allotted. And the feature patterns are all Franciscan Gypsy designs, whether they're Ty's knitted patterns, which there's one, or her crocheted toys. It doesn't matter.
She's so sweet.
Yes, she is. And she has a hashtag, tag, CW me, myself, and I tag
That's a
on
hashtag
Ravelry.
one.
And the hashtag CW me, myself, and I on Instagram. Okay? And the project must be for you, okay? Because it's after all, it's just to let people do what they want to do after all the projects that you work on for Christmas and birthdays and things like that. And then the last one in her group, she's very busy over there, is the Cobblestone Hat Cal. And it's exactly what it says. This is a cal for the cobblestone hat, which means it is a KAL because the cobblestone hat is knitted. But the hat is done by Susie Gorley, the designer of the Bankhead and the Speargrass, I think it is.
It is bigger.
And she's a wonderful designer. And so I'm hoping to do that one, but I'm doing what I can as I can, and so we'll see. But I like to cheerlead for this. I strongly urge you, if you're in the mood to do hats, to try this out so you can be eligible for prizes.
Now,
and
who
awards.
was tempted by the cobblestone first, you or Laura?
Well, I was mentioning it for a while. I don't know how long Laura was talking about it. I don't know if she heard me talk about it and tried it. I don't know if she tried it before she heard me talk about it. I don't know. But she did beat me to it. So, and she's made
Beat
a
you
couple
to
of
the
them.
punch?
She beat me to the punch. So, yay. Okay. And the last Cal I want to mention is the Harry Potter Cal, which is over in the Victorian Studio podcast group. That is Victorian Studio, who is Maureen.
Isn't there a Miracle song called Beat You to the Punch?
I don't know.
I feel like there is.
Okay, so Victorian Studio is Maureen, and this is a year-long Cal. It just has to be Harry Potter-themed projects. So Harry Potter-themed yarn, colorways, patterns, I don't know if other things that would count, but anyway, whatever is related to Harry Potter. You don't
Right.
have to be a Harry Potter fan.
Well, there's colorways, there's patterns.
Hmm.
I don't know what else would count.
Yeah, well, it's all in her group, and her podcast is fantastic. And if you want to see someone do amazing craft type things, watch her. She makes stitch markers, and she shows you things, and she makes bags, and she makes,
Dyes
yarn, and she's just fantastic. She alters patterns, and they come out fantastic. I mean, she's really interesting to watch. So any of those three podcasters are very interesting to watch. So you might want to check those out if you're in the looking for another pod. I can't talk today.
Nope, you can't.
I think I caught it from Laura. She said that she can't speak English, so maybe she gave me the can't speak English jeans today.
You can give jeans away?
I guess. But anyway, you can. They don't always fit, but what can I say? They just kind of go back to their owner then. So,
Traveling pants.
traveling pants. Yes, traveling jeans. But these are not pants. These are jeans as in
You're
DNA.
waffling.
I know. I'm tired.
You are waffling
I
bad.
am. So let's get to the PHN Sweater Along. 2017, we began the 1st of January, and we are going very strong. It ends the 31st. And I forgot to say last week, I think, that we are doing this with the lovely Lucky Jenny Knits from the Lucky Jenny Knits podcast. She is fantastic. That's another podcast that's fun to watch. She's very enthusiastic. She's a newer podcast. I think she has 7 podcasts? No, I think she has more than that. And I'm not sure if she hit double digits yet. She might have. I know it's not more than 20. But I think she's been podcasting since just after Shenandoah, or maybe just before Shenandoah.
I think it was just before you
just
said.
before Shenandoah. So she, and that's the Valley Fiber Festival here in Virginia.
Because I think you were trying to promote her podcast while she was talking about yours while you guys were dying stuff, weren't you?
Might have been. It might have been. So she's really fun to watch and informative and enabling, and she is just fun to watch. You should check her out if you're looking for another podcast to watch. So she is our co-host. We do have the rules, 1 WIP per project per week, the FO whenever. We do not have any featured patterns at this particular time. We do have several prizes that I've gone over. I'm not going to go over them again, except to say thank you very much to everybody
Yes.
who has donated. We'll be going over them again in March. But I do want to say that we did have one prize come in that was completely unexpected from Christina C. Mama C. This is fun. It's Christina. This is great. It's called the Mason-Dixon Knitting Presents Coloring Book for Knitters. Isn't that awesome? And it's got I guess it's knit stitches and stuff. I've got really pretty pictures in here.
Oh, those are mittens. I just didn't register what they
mittens.
were at first.
This looks like it might be some kind of a
Llama. No, alpaca.
alpaca, yeah, but I think it's a quilt, like one of those quilt type things. I don't know. Mittens and scarves and stuff like that. So this will be a lot of fun for somebody. Oh, they're taking a picture of the project. See the camera there?
The one hang on, I think this over here,
Sweater?
you have someone sleeping there.
It's a fashion show.
Yeah,
It's one of those stitches type things.
Yeah, where they have a fashion show. You have a random guy sleeping over there on this side.
So that's our newest acquisition for
The
prizes. Thank you very,
It's fun.
very much, Christina. She also sent
Thank
a
you.
very nice note. Thank you, Christina. You mentioned something in this note, and we are very appreciative of your generosity. Thank you
Yes,
very
thank
much.
you.
Not only for this, but for something else. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Do you have anything to say about
Life.
anything baby hats stuff?
Nothing new. Nothing new.
Okay, how many projects do you have?
Uh,
And this might be a shorter podcast because, at least a little bit, because it's a shorter week and we don't
Yeah.
have a lot to show this week. So,
okay.
I think you go first.
6.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay.
Excuse me.
No.
Not asking you.
You did.
Asking them.
You're excused this time, but you didn't
I'm
ask.
always excused. Always.
In my...
In your mug?
Yes.
I like this.
This was used to make...
An owl.
No, it
No,
wasn't.
it should be.
Hold on. This was used to make a kitten.
Okay.
That was, the little itty bitty kitten.
Look, Laura, a bitty shell.
No, it's too dark for a bitty shell.
Not for Laura, it's not.
No, it's not.
You could put a red under there.
Okay, that might make it pop a little bit.
Yeah. Put a red.
Um,
Or even a green.
yeah, that was a little kitten that's like barely this big.
Right. You can make a bitty with this, with a red,
Mhm.
like that kind of a red burgundy,
Mhm.
or a green, a
Mhm.
forest green. That would be pretty.
So, this still needs to be placed in a blanket. But in my, Mama C. Christina tutor bag, is my, this is Kay's Fault Miter Square Blankets, which has scrap sport DK and worsted weight yarns, and it's inspired by K.F. Jones of Bakery Bears fame. I just worked a little bit on it. I had this brown square started already. That was from Grandpa's bankhead hat that I made him for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
This was some yarn that I believe Laura gave me, although... No, I'm pretty sure this is Laura who gave me this one. And I'm not sure where this blue came from.
I don't know.
I just finished that
That's pretty.
square.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
It might be Miss Babs. Maybe from Laura.
It doesn't feel... It's not plied enough to be Miss
Mm.
Babs. It's a single ply. So I'm not sure...
Miss Babs has single ply.
Yeah, but it doesn't...
I don't know.
It doesn't look like Yowza.
No, it's not Yowza.
So I'm not sure who did this yarn. Because I've gotten donations from several different people, so I'm not sure where this one came from. But that's that.
Okay. I was going to say something, but I can't remember the name of their podcast, so I'll have to wait and apologize to Deb and to Deb's Destiny and Sheila. What's her name? Blue Yarn Always, because they have a cow going on called The Biggest Loser, and it's about knitting from your stash, but you can gain and you can lose. Like if you win a prize, that makes you gain more, and then if you use it, you lose more. So every time you score
Even
a
if-
prize or something, you go back up. So, and there were prizes and everything. It sounds like a lot of fun. I wish I could remember the name of their podcast. They mentioned us a couple times, and they're fun to watch. They really are.
It's a very fun idea.
It is, and they said you should do this. I said, yeah, I have to make sure I can finish something before I commit to that. But it looks like a lot of fun. I think
Can't commit.
it's a year-long thing, but you might want to check that out. I think her podcast is
Well, that would be a fun year long.
I think her podcast is Never Cast Off. Is that it?
I don't know, Mom.
I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it. But it's a lot of fun.
Because I haven't picked up new podcasts in a while because I can barely keep up with what I have because I have so many history ones I listen to.
Right. Well, I've lost some by attrition and haven't picked a whole bunch up. So I can try to keep up a little bit better, but I do like these guys a lot. They're really good. But all right, moving on. I'm sorry, I'm just butterflies or something. Kim now has a podcast back up.
Yay!
Kim from the Crafty Nomad podcast. It's great to see you back.
I know I'm
podcasting.
tired, but I'm like, Kim Possible? And I didn't even watch that show.
What?
It was a TV show. It's a stupid little cartoon.
Okay, this is
Actually, I don't know how
a
stupid it
bag
is
from
since I've never
Crafty
watched it.
Nomad. And she made this, and I won it as a prize. And the project in here is my Blue Sky Shawl project, which I don't think I worked hardly at all. I just worked maybe a couple rows. And this is using my US 8s. I think these might be
You might be
Harmonies.
Giants?
They're Harmonies. And the yarn is Utopia Lima in the Blue Sky colorway. This was gifted to me by Laura Concert one time. It's a huge skein, 600 yards of Sport DK weight. And I think this will be really pretty if I ever sit down and really just work on it. When I can, I will. And hopefully it'll grow pretty
You
quickly.
mean projects grow when you work on them?
They do. It's kind of funny that way.
I
So
didn't
that's
know that. I thought that if I left them in the bag, they kind of just grew on their
That's
own.
why they don't finish on your stuff. Okay, go ahead, your turn.
Okay, let me just push this through there because I'm almost at the point where I can call this a finished woven in end. There and there. Okay. Alright, so the next one that I'm going to talk about is Nightcrawler, which is the Miss L's basic 6-ply sock pattern by Miss L, using undead yarn on the witch base in the colorway jeans and a t-shirt self-striping. Making it for me, it is in my Kiki Boo Bags teacups bag. And this yarn is superwash. I know I said several podcasts ago that it wasn't, but that was a lie. An error. I was corrected.
Error.
Yes. So, first sock is finished.
Very pretty.
And it fits, which is always good. I have a long foot.
Mm-hmm.
Although not Dan long.
Nobody has Dan long except
Well,
Dan.
other people I'm sure have.
No,
7-footers I'm sure
no,
have
no,
Dan.
no, no, no,
No, 7-footers.
no. And we're glad that you're feeling better, Dan. I saw you on Instagram, I think it was, doing your little walkabout. So it was good to see you up on your feet.
Take it easy.
Take it easy, though.
But walking is good too.
That's good.
Just as long as you don't push it.
Yeah.
Okay, so first sock done. Second sock has been started.
Yippee.
So,
Very pretty.
I am looking forward to having these socks because I think they will be comfy.
Look pretty.
It's the same exact pattern I used for Mom's self-striping undead yarn.
I like mine.
I stole the needles from her project as soon as it was done and cast on the exact same pattern.
If you can steal your own needles.
Yeah.
I have to wash mine because I keep wearing them and they need to be washed again. Okay, my next project is in my Kiki Boo bag. It's my Baby Harvest hat project. And this is the medium size of the bag that she was making at that time.
Yeah, I'm sure her sizes have adjusted since then.
Yeah. I haven't been to her shop in a while. I'll have to check and see, but this is how far I got on this.
I think I missed the sale at not Jenny.
Ann?
Andy.
Andy.
Anderson, I mean, not Andy.
Oh, no, it's not until,
Oh, is it next Saturday?
I think it's next Saturday, yeah.
Oh, I don't know why this made me think of that, but
Okay, so this is the hat so far. I did a couple rows on this. I think I figured out how to hold this so it doesn't hurt my wrist. I'm going to have to rest it on the table. My joints in my wrists have never been really good, and it just doesn't like it when I hold something, even a book, like just hold it like this, or like, you know, when you read a book like this, it doesn't like that. So I'm going to rest it on the table so I can do more work on this, because I like working the loom hats. They're fun. And I have a couple on. I have this one and the big one. So
I want to see you start loom socks.
yes, I will as soon as I can make sure that my hands aren't going to hurt
Yeah.
when I hold the loom, and it won't because I'm gonna figure out a way because I now have one that also rests off the table.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to using that. So this is fun.
Because no, I think they were knitted. The pair of socks I got you that was DK or whatever.
Yeah, they're knitted, and I'm looking forward to starting that too because I have my GPNs and everything. I just have to get my hands back in shape, and I'm doing that. They're coming along slowly but surely. Okay.
So, in my, actually, let's hold that thought and take a break.
All right.
And I'm the one who starts.
You are, and I do want to say that it was Never Cast Off podcast that I was talking about for The Biggest Loser. I checked on the break, so
I might need to put my sweater on. I'm a little chilly.
I'm hot, but now I'm cold because you said you were chilly.
Wow. Do you need to get a sweater?
No, I've got a sweater. Just
And you're wearing the Duke.
yes, I am.
Okay, let me get this one.
I need to learn to make one. You need to do your
I'm cold.
project. Just put it around your shoulders.
No, I'm cold now.
I'm cold now.
Cold now. This is upside down.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
And what is that?
I was just sitting here trying to remember the pattern.
That's not the Weekender.
No, this is the one that, remember I was doing a lot of that one designer's sweater?
Oh, that's the same lady who did your yellow sweater.
Yes.
I like her patterns because they're all
Because she
bulky.
tends to be bulky weight yarn. And they tend to have shawl collars.
Mhm. What's her
Um,
name?
I don't
can't
have a brain
remember.
right now.
Apparently, I don't either. I can't remember her name. I know that
Because I've done a couple of her sweaters.
Melissa Single-Handed Knits used to. Melissa, is that her name? Single-Handed Knits.
Yes.
She used to mention her a lot.
Because I heard about the designs from somebody. And
It was Single-Handed Knits.
Was it? Okay,
Yeah,
I can't recall.
I'm pretty sure it was Single-Handed Knits. I want to say she's Jenny something or Jennifer something.
I can't recall.
She had
And
a-
I'd be,
She had a book out with another designer
Did she?
a little while ago. I don't know.
You see, you have all these memories that I just don't have. But I worked last night, so that's that. Okay, so in my,
the tip of my tongue.
it'll probably occur to you like halfway through.
Mm-hmm. And I'll go, blah, blah, blah.
Just like that.
Just like that.
In my nursing caps on a pale field Silver Shred USA bag, are my Mike and Sully socks. The classic sock
My
pattern.
Mike and Sully socks.
Yes, Mom's Mike and Sully socks. The classic sock pattern by Melissa Morgan Oakes. Honestly, this usually gets worked on when I'm on the exercise machine. So it's usually like a row here, a row
So
there.
it'll get worked on tomorrow.
Yeah.
I hope you can hit the blue.
I'm hoping so too.
I mean, it might be the bottom of the foot, like
Yeah.
around the toe. That'd be kind of cool.
It would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, not very far along.
So pretty.
I think it's barely moved since last time. I think I probably did like 2 rows. Or like half a row.
2 rows or half a row? Which is it? That's a big difference.
No. Because
Yeah.
it's fingering weight yarn. That's not
It's
a big
still
difference.
a big difference.
It's not.
It is. It's
I
1.5
deny
rows.
your reality.
I don't care. Reality is my reality. It's all realities.
Well, the Matrix, is it the red pill or the blue pill? The real reality or
The real reality is the only reality there is. The other pill just makes you think about, like the Nexus, makes you think about. And the Nexus, I don't know if you'll get that reference. That was from
Star Trek Generations.
Yes.
I didn't get to see the ending of that one, even though I know what happens in the end.
Okay.
You can't let Will have nice stuff. He crashes it.
Yes, you can't leave Will in charge because he breaks things. Everything he touches.
I think that's the only movie where they look about the same as they did in the show. Because after that, they all
Start looking different.
Start looking different. I think that was the only one that was concurrent with the show.
I don't know. Okay, in my... No, not this
I
one.
made a reference to Jordy's visor last night when I was talking to Bill, because one of our docs has infrared capability on his
right.
phone. I was like, yeah, it looks like Jordy's visor. And Bill's like, what? I was like,
We must
Jordy?
educate him.
And
Me saying it slower doesn't make him know it. Nor does saying it louder.
Unless he didn't hear me.
Okay, this is my Knitting's My Bag autism awareness bag that Lois made for us a few years back. And in it is my Sea Spray shawl project.
Now say that fast.
No, I'm not even attempting it. I did this a couple, maybe 3 rows on Sunday.
I love the color.
I do too. This is going to stay with me. I've decided. I was going to make it for somebody else, and I've decided I'm keeping it because I like this yarn. So, this is called the Tidal Wave Shawl by Tamara Kelly. And the contrasting color for this is one of Heidi's yarn. No, is it Heidi's? Yes. Or no, it's turquoise for Miss Babs.
Yes, it's turquoise.
Turquoise. So it's going to be like this. And I'm happy with that. I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's not turquoise. Electric turquoise.
Mm-hmm. So
Isn't there a song? Tidal Wave, take me away.
I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I am trying to decide if I want to make this bigger. I'm supposed to do a certain number of rows, and I'm I want to say about halfway through that number of rows, so I guess I have to make a better decision when I see how wide it's going to be. Because this is going to grow, I assume. I've never blocked Miss Babs, I don't think.
Miss Babs does grow.
Okay, so we'll see.
Because this shawl grew a bit.
Okay, so I'll see how big it is when I get to that point. The nice thing about this is it's asymmetric, or asymmetric, however you say it, so I can just keep going. And I'm going to use up as much of the yarn as I can, because I have 2 skeins of this color. The problem is I only have 1 skein of the Electric Turquoise, but I can get that, Miss Babs.
I have more of it.
Oh, do you? Then that'll be the same dial up. So, okay, your turn.
Okay, so
She's doing her rude weaving in of ends.
in my come up here, sweetheart. Silver Shed USA.
This will break your shoulder if you try to lift it.
No, just
Yes, it will.
strain it a little bit.
It will break your shoulder.
In my Silver Shed USA Autumn Leaves purse are my Christmas peppermint socks.
Among other things.
And it's the basic rib sock pattern by Melissa Bayer. On the pattern itself, it says the Christmas peppermint. The basic rib sock pattern needs a magic loop, but that's not what the Ravelry page says. I'm using Dragonfly fibers in the base dragon sock, and the colorway is still Christmas. And I'm about an inch away from needing to. Actually, I think it's like about half an inch away from needing to start the heel flap.
Very nice. Look at that. That's showing up pretty true to color.
So
Reds and greens with little pops of white. Very pretty.
it makes me think a little bit of the tomato socks I accidentally shrunk.
So there was more orange in that.
They were more orange.
The red was more orange.
Well, they had red and orange.
Oh, did they?
It was red, orange, and like a green and I think a yellowish
Yes, I think you're
color.
right.
It was a really lovely pair of
it
socks.
looked
I'm
like-
more in
it-
that pair of socks.
It looks like tomatoes in the garden.
Yeah, because it was called Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I love that pair of socks.
Well, you know who did it? You know, I can't find my note that I had because there were some yarns that I wanted from her.
Well,
as
she
well.
had Purple People Ear, which
Yes,
is good.
yes.
And she had an Iron Man colorway that I wanted as well. And I had to look at my project page to see the designer was.
Yeah.
I just chose poorly with my yarn. I chose a non-superwash, and I
Right.
threw it in the washer.
Yeah.
Davina owns those socks now.
Are they felted or just shrunk?
They're felted.
Yeah. They'll be nice and warm.
Yep. So, I'm wearing those socks, but these socks are fun and nice and happy.
Okay. In my in my Knitting's My Bag Serat bag is Gandalf from the
You have
Arrow.
Gandalf in there.
Yes, my Arrow the Dachshund pattern. I cannot
His
show it
beard
to
is
you.
bristling.
Cannot show it to you. It's in here.
Well, his beard doesn't just bristle, his eyebrows bristle.
Yes. So this is in here, and I can't show it to you because it's in testing. Well, we'll be in testing soon. So there you go.
All right, let me go ahead and cut off my
You need to
yarn.
stop weaving in and just
Well,
do.
after this point, I'll be able to stop weaving in. That was my last end to weave in, and then I start the next color. But I'll start the next color when you're talking. So,
I don't have much to say on the next one.
well, that's not fair. In my Silver Shed USA nursing caps. I almost said knitting caps, and I just couldn't remember the word nursing for the life of me. I'm tired. Nursing caps on a dark field is my Miss Claus Hat of Awesomeness, which is a split back snowflake hat
I actually
pattern
like this hat.
by Susan B. Anderson. And honestly, I probably shouldn't work on this tonight because I can see myself making mistakes since I can't even think properly right now. The main color is Yarn Hollow Photograph in the colorway Chili Red, and this is the same yarn, not the same color, but the same yarn that I used for my Jane cap. It's not actually Jane cap, it was I just imitated the colors for the ear flap hat. And I like how that hat feels on my head because the yarn doesn't seem to itch. So, and the other one, which might itch a little bit, is Colonial Williamsburg Leicester Longwood wool yarn, and that's the natural color.
But it's so little of it that,
Yeah,
you know.
it's just for the color work and stuff. So, I think maybe I did another row.
Very pretty.
The pattern's starting to show a little bit. It's going to be hard for you guys to see until I'm almost done, probably, or at least halfway through. So, this has got a little bit of work.
Okay, in my Silver Shed USA, I think this is a medium bag, is my quill. And that's all I can tell you.
Well, you get to pick the next color. Go through that while I'm doing
Yeah,
my
it's
next.
just quill in here. So,
You can see what's been just done there, and what's going to be underneath of it is that. Okay, so in my. This is just the one you wanted. This was no real contest. She was just like, I want this yarn.
but it goes with it.
I'm just going to leave this open so it can dangle in there.
Because it goes with it. I win.
She really didn't look at the other options. She was just like,
I did, briefly. I went to see if that worked with the others. It does, so.
oh yeah, I can't show you this. This is a pattern. Yes.
Is the show which cannot be shown. The patterns that cannot be shown. Projects that cannot be shown.
Your turn.
I'm done.
Oh. What's in this bag?
You shouldn't have anything else. Because you went first.
Did I not mark one of my projects?
I don't know.
Let's see. Because I know I worked on that.
Well, you better show it then.
Let me just... Yeah, I just didn't mark this one.
She fitted.
Okay,
Fibber McGee.
this is my Faded Glory shawl, which is Lala Simple Shawl pattern.
Right.
By Laura Linneman, and this I use Lady Furnico Creations bulky in the colorway Forever in Blue Jeans, and it's in my Silver Shed USA Batman bag. What happened was I hadn't worked on it, and I thought I had, so I pulled it out to work on during Star Trek last night because I knew I was in the middle of a row.
Pretty.
So,
I like the shawl. I have to use the yarn Heidi gave me for that. That's what it's slated for.
Yeah.
That Heidi filled out my need for my birthday. Very nice.
So
There.
I'm about to enter a lace section
Boy,
again.
this is nice and warm.
Yeah, I look forward to having this.
Laura Concert. You like the nice warm shawls? That's really warm.
Mm-hmm.
Very warm.
And it basically can go for as long as you want it to, just as long as you have enough yarn.
Okay, so any FOs?
Yes, do you have any?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That's not, yarn.
Okay. Come here, sweetheart. So,
Oh yeah.
Davina finally has a toy. She consented to wait a night to sleep with him.
Yes.
She's a little disappointed because she wanted to sleep with him last night. Because I forgot that I needed to show him today.
I told her that.
I forgot. And she was a little disappointed, but not like...
When she knows there's a limit,
Yeah.
you know.
she had already introduced him to her other toys, and she wanted to sleep with him. But this is Darren, the tutorial dachshund for the Arrow, the dachshund pattern that will hopefully be entering testing tonight. I just have to finish editing the videos for the tutorials and get that out into the interweb. So keep your eyes open.
The cute little baby ears.
So he will go to Davina, who's been waiting
Forever.
impatiently.
Actually, she's been pretty patient.
Yeah, if I haven't worked on him though, I hear, well, why? Why haven't you worked on him? Because I didn't.
But why?
So I was tired of giving justifications about why I hadn't worked on him. So, she has her dog to go with Tilly. Not Tilly, sorry. Hers is called, Tilly's a pattern name.
Milton.
Milton, thank you. Because she now has 3 toys?
Oh, she has more than that. She's got Tilly and this one and
Selena.
Selena.
No, I think it's one of those 3. Because she didn't want a kitten. She wanted only a cat. Oh, Siamese.
Yeah.
Because she only wants the dogs and cats when I make them. So, and maybe eventually she'll take a kitten, but
She doesn't like anything that's got little fat legs.
and that was meant to be a little fat kitten.
Yeah.
So come here, sweetheart.
She doesn't like the roly-polies. Okay,
There we go. On to yarn? Where's my yarn?
no, do you have royalties?
Oh, 1.
Okay, I have a little bit, so...
I'll just show this and then I'll put my new yarn in my blanket. So, Andy needs to stop doing this to me. He added more new teas. So, of course, I couldn't just be...
How dare he do new teas? I mean, really?
Andy, seriously, man, you know I can't say no.
That's the whole idea.
Purple envelope,
Yes.
because this is Signature Plum Deluxe. The first one is
Oh, that's good.
Abundance Blend Green Tea. This is what I
It
had.
smells like it has blueberries or something in it.
It has
Something sweet in there.
It's Abundance Blend Green Tea, simple but thoughtfully chosen. Sencha Green Tea, elderflowers, calendula, passion fruit extract, love and gratitude, and has caffeine. I had this one last night. And then,
Jenny, have you gotten your tea yet?
yeah, Jenny, this is not the one for the kit. This is Talia having no self-control. And this is, the other one was Celebration Darjeeling Tea.
Haven't you gotten that one before?
No, this one's new.
Oh, is it?
And I think I went over this earlier.
That one they had on the...
That's one I'm drinking now.
They had that song on that stupid little movie the other night.
Which movie?
We watched Trolls. Davina
Oh.
loved it, but it had disco.
Oh, of course
music.
she loved it.
Yes.
Then.
It's like, oh no!
Darjeeling tea, green tea, rose hip, strawberry extract, champagne grape extract,
I think
love,
you did
gratitude,
mention that,
caffeine.
yeah.
Because that's what I'm drinking now.
Yeah. That's good.
The other one's the one with the strong smell, though. And it's good to have these green teas because now I have a teapot that can go through the correct temperature.
That's great, though. Okay, I got a pattern just for no particular reason from
Aw.
Laura Smoot, who is spinning Laura. Thank you, Laura.
Where's my needle?
It is called the Owl Creme Egg Cozy. Owl
Oh, that's
Creme Egg Cozy. It's a little owl cozy for those little eggs. And I wanted to print out the picture, but my computer wouldn't send it to the printer, so I don't have a picture right now. And
Stupid printer.
I am not using it as a cozy. I'm going to stuff it because I need another owl toy. So I'm going to make that. Thank you so much, Laura, for thinking of me. I really appreciate that. And then Packing Knits and Valeria both called my attention to an owl pattern that I picked up. It was free for a limited time, I think. And it's just a little crochet out. The one that Laura gave me is knitted, but this one is crocheted. So I have picked up 2 out patterns this week, which makes me happy. And then, ooh, sorry about that. I did order some dye. I ordered some jacquard dyes from the Dharma Trading Company because the project I'm working on is taking up a lot of dye. And because I ordered what I ordered, I got to have something free. So I got this color chart.
Yes.
And I think this is just for the Dharma dyes, but my understanding is that the Dharma dyes work really well with the jacquard dyes. In fact, the lady who taught my craftsy class was using them interchangeably. So that makes me happy. So I know that if I can't find a color that I want in the jacquard dyes, I might be able to find it in the Dharma dyes. And they work well together. So that was that. And that's my stash enhancements. I think. Let me see. Yes. That's all for stash enhancements.
Well, did you want to take a slightly early break before we go on to the next
That
section?
might be a good idea because I have to talk a little bit about what I did dyeing wise, and then I'm going to talk about my. I am going to do an update for my Etsy shop.
Okay, so let's go
So-
ahead and take a break,
Okay.
and that'll give me a chance to get the square started. All right, see you in a couple seconds.
And we're back.
Yep.
We're going to go right into it. We are going to go into autobiography or author obsessions, and I'm the only one who has some of that. I did
Because
some-
I worked.
Yes, I did some, just a little bit of writing to the shared story. Not as much as I did last week, but I did some and thought about it. And I have started prompting for my writers group online, so that's fun. I'm about, well, a couple days in. I have another 5 to 6 days to do that, so that's fun. And I've been reading my story. I believe I'm reading Shattered Vigil right now, which is by Patrick Carr. It's the last in the series, the original series I had read, and I went back and started over and then finally got to the new book. And after I finish that, I'm going to go do his second series again, and then I'll go read something else because I want to have the flow.
Maybe he'll write another book for you.
Maybe he'll read. Yes, I love the way he writes. Okay, so that's what I did for that. Now, which one do you want to start with again?
Shop news.
Shop news. Okay. Well, let me start first with the skeins I dyed this week. Some of which I can show you, some of which I can't. Okay. Andy of Plum Deluxe, I hope you're listening, because this is for you. He saw it already on Instagram. He gave me permission. This is the Plum Deluxe colorway.
And let me bring out one of the packets.
That one doesn't
It was
show
a little bit easier in the old. Well, you have.
This is based on his old one with the teapot,
Let me bring it up nice and
but you can
close.
kind of see it.
See that little symbol above Plum Deluxe, that purple orange symbol? That's what the basis is.
It's actually based on the one with the teapot.
Yeah, but it gets the colors.
Yes, it does. So this is Plum Deluxe colorway, and this is 437 yards, 100% blue-faced Leicester wool, sock fingering weight. Okay, I have 2 of these, and I'll probably be making more of these in different
Yeah,
bases.
because I want one, Mom, for a pair of socks.
Okay, so this is the Plum Deluxe, and if, I thought maybe I'd chime in if you think that you would like this to be in the shop for hats or fingering weight for socks or whatever, because I know I want to dye more of this. I just don't know what basis I should dye it for. So if you like this is Plum Deluxe, let me know, because this one is repeatable. Okay.
Is there a way to see what yardage I need for a heavier yarn? Because I might want one for heavier ones, because then I can put it in my blanket too.
Mm-hmm.
And I can then have a heavier superwash sock.
Yep. Okay, so that's for that. Now, I am going to be doing a shop update. That's going to be in the update. And I've shown you these before, but these are all going to be in the update this time around. It should be within the next 2 or 3 days. It might even be tonight, depending on how much time I have to do it. When my husband comes home, I don't have a lot of time on the computer, so it might be tomorrow or early on Wednesday morning. But there will be a shop update if you're interested in any of the yarn. I have, besides the Plum Deluxe, I have going in 2 of the Pajama Party in the DK weight, and these are each 246 yards, and it's superwash, 100% superwash merino wool. I also have a skein of the same colorway in a fingering weight. This is Pajama Party Oops, 437 yards of 100% blue-faced Leicester wool. I have Heart's Ease will be going up, and this is also sock fingering, the same Blue Lace Leicester, 100%,
I'll have to ask
37
Andy,
yards.
if I can mention your Plum Deluxe colorway. I'll have to ask him privately.
What are you talking about?
In his Facebook.
Oh, right. And then this is, I was going to put it on Instagram.
Yeah, but I mean, like, his Facebook group is where all his fans are.
Right. Well, yeah.
I'll have to ask him first.
Okay, this is Lady Phoenix, and this is also fingering weight, the same base as I just mentioned. Because I'm going through, that was a limited base that I had. I can't get any more of it. And then I have, this one is Mermaid. And this is a Mermaid Oops. I can make it again. It'll just be slightly different because it is hand painted. And this is a fingering weight as well for 437 yards. And then these two, remember I made Monet back when I did not Marilyn Chippewa, Shenandoah. These are recreations of that. These are kind of an oops because it's a little different, but it is the Monet colorway, and these are both fingering sock as well. So all of these will be going up, including the Plum Deluxe, in the next update if you're interested. And it should be no later than Wednesday. I'm going to try and get it up as soon as I can. I just had the pictures taken yesterday because I had to get my husband, he was, bless his heart, he was so tired yesterday, and he did it for me anyway because we just hadn't had a chance to do it. So that's the shop news, but that leads into something fun.
Yes.
We're excited about this.
Because, you know, all that wasn't fun.
Oh, it was fun, but this is exciting. And that was exciting too, but never mind.
Listen to what she means, not what she says.
We have been in contact with Ann Brody.
Yes.
Because we have a special milestone coming up in May.
It is May.
May.
Davina's birthday, actually.
We are hitting our 5-year podiversary.
Yes, because we're old.
Because we are old. So we are hitting our 5-year podiversary, which means we want to do something special. We have some special prizes put aside, and we will show you those when we get closer. But the really exciting thing that we're working on with Ann is a kit. And there will be, I don't know, maybe 15, maybe 20, depending, kits. It will be a bag by Ann, yarn by me, and a pattern by Talia. So, if you think that might be fun for you, we're really excited about it. We think it's
That's
cute.
why there's been secret dyeing and secret projects.
And we can't show it to you until...
I mean, there's always secret projects for me,
but
there's
this
no more.
particular one is hush-hush, and we will show you everything as soon as Ann just got the artwork. My husband's doing the artwork for the bags. And I just sent her that artwork, and she just got a skein of the yarn, so
It's really exciting. There's the story is written by Mom for the toy. I designed the toy itself. Dad did the artwork for the bag, and Ann's doing the bag, and Mom's doing the yarn. So,
and Davina's cheerleading.
Yes. So it's a really special.
We're really excited about it.
Yes.
We hope you are too, that you are looking forward to this. It's the first time we've kind of had a internal, you know, we don't make bags, but you know, everything pretty much inclusive except for Ann's lovely bags. And Ann is a joy to work with.
Yes, she is.
She has to walk me through everything. She has the patience of a saint. She really does. I love working with Ann. She's just amazing.
So we've had this under our hats for what, a month or more?
Yeah, because I've been dyeing. Every time I say I've been doing some dyeing, that's what I've been dyeing when I haven't been able to show it to you.
And this is all completely Mom's brainchild.
I was excited about it. I was excited about it. And Talia, I showed her what I thought might work, and she took off, and I think she had the pattern done like in a week.
It was really quick.
So yeah, so it's fun. That's what's kind of been taking up a lot of our time. So we hope that you're as excited about this as we are, and we will keep you posted. If Ann has a sample set up or whatever, then we can talk about showing you what will be available. There will be pre-orders.
We just want to be able to show you the full kit together.
And there will be pre-orders depending on the demand. The pre-orders might be split, you know, a certain amount.
We hope that you like it as much as we do.
Yes, we do. Yay. Okay, so that's that. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Anything else? Nothing else? Okay, so we're going to say goodbye now, let you get back to whatever it is you have to be doing. But we do want to wish you a very blessed week full of knitting, crocheting, and whatever crafting it is that makes you happy, and anything else that makes you happy. And we hope to see you here again in the PHN Fun Woman Cave on Wednesday. This is the Pen Hook and Needles Podcast, episode 246, and that's a wrap.